Hello, everybody. Welcome to Metroid Zero Mission, a game for the Game Boy Advance. This is a reimagining of the original Metroid for the NES, and I think it also plays on Metroid Fusion a little bit. I'm not sure. It also has to do with the origins of Zero Suit Samus. Like, it has the main story of the original Metroid, like it says here. Now I shall finally tell the tale of my first battle here at my so-called Zero Mission. And also has a little bit bonus stuff after you fight, spoilers, Mother Brain at the end. So this is a game that has been on my radar to play for a long time. I've had Metroid Fusion on my Game Boy Advance since I was like probably 12 or something, and it was one of my favorite games ever. Metroid as a whole is my favorite game franchise. Super Metroid is my favorite game. So I'd wanted to play this for a long time, but I never really got to get that many games when I was a kid or anything, and I have basically lost my Game Boy Advance now that I'm an adult, so whatever. But I figured this would be a really fun thing, at least for me to play, for the channel. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. You'll have to forgive me if I make just a ton of references and comparisons to Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion, just because those are some of my favorite games ever. And I don't know, I've played Metroid Fusion and beat it probably about 35 times, and I've beaten Super Metroid a good number as well. I kept track, like when I was a kid. It was always very hard for me to beat Super Metroid. I don't know if I ever did beat Super Metroid before I beat Metroid Fusion, but after I did beat Metroid Fusion, I was like, oh sweet, I can beat it. I'll beat it again. And I kept track. And I kept track up through like 27 wins or something, and then after that, I've kind of just kept a loose count in my brain or whatever. And it probably falls somewhere around 35 times. And I have not kept track at all for Super Metroid. So, anyways, that's a really long-winded way for me to say I'm a big fan of Metroid, and it's gonna be probably very often referenced, or I'll compare stuff to it. Weirdly enough, I kind of feel like Hyper Light Drifter kind of falls into a similar-ish category. A lot of exploration and like fast-paced combat and stuff like that. All of those are just very good games. And hopefully this is too. I guess we can find out together. Yes. I've not really seen anything, like any gameplay of this game. I've not read any reviews. I don't even know, like, just facts about it, like when it came out compared to other Metroid games, or, you know, stuff like canonically where it falls on the timeline. I would assume, like, at the very start. But who knows? Who knows? I'm not really good at keeping track of Nintendo game franchise timelines, because if you've seen any of the charts for like Zelda, or even I've seen Metroid charts from time to time, but I haven't really memorized them. They're pretty convoluted. But anyways, let's keep on making our way through here. The starting area that we're in, up through like what I guess you could consider the first boss, I'm probably going to be blasting through pretty quickly, because when I first get a game, well, even lately more than ever, I've been trying to like adjust sound settings and whatnot, try to balance everything, make sure my voice isn't horribly loud, which I've not been doing a good job of in the past. I've got like a lot of clipping audio, it's just my voice is insanely loud in some games. Very sorry about that. I'm trying to work that out for pretty much all future games. And I think I've pretty much just about got it down. I don't know, my voice and the game in this one might be a bit louder than they maybe should be, but I don't know. Before, when I would record stuff and watch it back, I'd watch it back at like 60% volume. I feel like this one you can watch it 100% volume and be fine, or maybe bump it down to like 90% or something. I think we're getting closer anyways, but it's getting late tonight, and I kind of just wanted to start these videos out. I did put quite a bit of time into trying to get the audio correct, but I think it's okay. At least for now. Probably fiddle with it more. But anyways, so I did a bunch of that. I was planning on doing like maybe 2 minutes of audio testing, and I just got like really sucked into the game, and I did it for 15 minutes. which was kind of funny to me. And then I went through and made a full 20-minute video where I messed up and I didn't record anything except for a black screen. So this is the third try, and hopefully it's working this time. I did double check. I double checked for sure to make sure it's actually getting the video this time. So if it doesn't get the video, then I think I'm super cursed and I might just call it a night. No, I'm not going to call it a night. We need to get some videos out. But anyways, yeah. So right through here, I kind of know this section a little well. Also, incoming jump scare. Okay, so this boss, if you don't kill him here, oh frick. If you don't kill him here, he comes back and fights you at a later date. You can only hurt him with missiles, and at this point you're only going to have 5 missiles, so you have to be pretty accurate. I find the best technique is just to roll into a morph ball and like wait for him to come down, roll underneath him, and then just stand straight up, shoot a missile straight up, hit him right in the eye. You only have to hit him 3 times. He might be running away. Where's he going? Yeah, he's running away. Okay. Alright. That's okay, he comes back later. I mean, maybe he does, maybe he does not. Who knows? The mystery awaits. So, yeah. That's kind of how you deal with that guy. He does shoot off those spikes. I don't know if you noticed, he has like a wall of spikes. Well, you probably noticed the wall of spikes on his armor. But he kind of shoots spikes off from time to time. If you shoot those, it drops health and more missiles for you. I think you have to hit him 3 times. The damage carries over to the next fight. I mean, maybe or maybe not the next fight. And yeah, let's keep moving along. Hate this room, hate these bugs. Oh my gosh. Oh no, oh please no. Oh no, no. I don't want it. No, I still don't want it. So my first impressions of this game are that it is pretty fun, pretty good. I'm liking it a lot. Stuff seems to move very quickly. Like there seems to be high like acceleration. Like from the time you start moving to like when you're at top speed is really short, and it kind of feels the same with the enemies. Especially when you're jumping, your acceleration is crazy. Like also feels like the fall rate is very high. Like how quickly you just drop back down to the earth, and then like turning in the air is a bit touchy. So I feel like the platforming later on might get a bit chaotic. So I suppose we'll have to wait and see how that all turns out. But it hasn't been too much of an issue yet. So I guess we will see. Oh no, the little fleas. Alright, okay, so this guy's gonna assault us again here. Pretty sure the damage carried over. Oh, the damage maybe didn't carry over. Well, I hope he doesn't run away, because we really need to kill him. I think we need him one more time. Oh, no. Hey, we did it. That's very good. So when I was doing the sound test for this stuff, I didn't kill him on the second attempt, so I don't know if he shows up later, or not really sure. We've already got 2 beam upgrades, I just realized. Goodness gracious. I wonder how many there are in this game. I hope there's like some type of spreader or something. I guess it was the Spacer in Super Metroid and the Wide Beam in Metroid Fusion. Hopefully there's something like that. I like that beam generally. Have to try a little less to actually hit folks. So I think the charge beam actually looks pretty cool in this game. I don't know if the pseudo screw is what it's called in Super Metroid, where you do a charge attack, and then if you jump into somebody like that, you damage them. It's called the pseudo screw, because it's like kind of a screw attack, but not actually. I don't know if that's a thing in this game. I guess we could figure that out pretty easily. Oh, and this does take. This game takes place on the planet Zebes, or Zebes, or Zebestians, however you pronounce that, which is definitely the location for the original Metroid on the NES, and I think also the location for Super Metroid. So there should be a lot of familiar names, like Norfair and Brinstar and stuff like that. Should be seeing those guys around, like normal. So if you're a fan of the Metroid games, get ready for some nostalgia tripping, I guess. I'm trying to think other Metroid games that I've never played I really want to check out. Zero Mission was definitely the biggest one. Other than that, there's... Gosh, I had it, but I lost it. I lost it, guys. Oh, like Metroid 2? Return of Samus? I've never played. I am not sure how well that game was received. A lot of Nintendo's major franchises kind of, like, they really started getting experimental with their second game, like The Return of Link, or Link's Awakening or something, I don't know. Like the second Legend of Zelda game. Maybe it was just called The Adventures of Link, I don't know. And then like Mario 2, technically. The one where like you could play as Peach and stuff, and you like picked up like turnips out of the ground to throw at people and stuff like that. A lot of those games were, and then I mean Metroid 2 also, like The Return of Samus or Samus's Adventures. I don't freaking know. A lot of those games like were very different, but received kind of poorly. So I've never played it. I don't know what people think about it, typically. Who knows? Oh, there's still one left. He's on me! Okay, now we're good. Those little leech ticks, I'm just gonna call them ticks, because they're clearly not leeches. They don't really do anything if there's just one of them, but if there's a bunch of them like that, then you can see they start draining your health. So, be careful. And I think the threshold for them to start ticking you, or leeching you, whatever, is 3, and there is one room where you can run into 3 of them before you have the bombs. Of course, I only think the threshold is 3, it might not be actually 3. Who knows? But just be careful, I guess. Watch your backs. Oh. Oh, another thing I like about this game, that I've noticed already, is that the wall jumping is like Super Metroid, where if you wall jump, you can like immediately come back to the wall that you just jumped off of. So you can like climb walls or whatever, like woo! In Metroid Fusion, after you jumped off a wall, it forced you away from the wall for a little amount of time so you couldn't wall climb, which was deeply upsetting to a wall jump enthusiast like myself. Wall jumping in this game feels a little harder than Super Metroid, where I'm really good at it. In this game, I'll probably just be okay at it. And in Metroid Fusion, it wasn't really that important because you couldn't wall climb with it, so it's not like nearly as useful. Oh, so these guys, I can't remember if I already said it, but they recharge your weapons and energy, and then also show you your next checkpoint, or like destination, or wherever you need to go. So, they're pretty handy. Gosh, this is confusing. I'm basically redoing the same parts. I never got this far on the sound test. I only got this far on the first, like, attempted actual session. So, anyways, it's getting confusing because I don't know what I have and haven't actually said in this recording yet. So I'm going out of my mind! So, please forgive me if there's a bit of repetition. Because I might say something like, oh, I wanted to say that to people, and like I've already said it, but in my mind I was thinking I said it in one of the other 2 videos. Ugh! Hopefully that will be less of an issue moving forward. I am a bit forgetful generally anyways, though, so, I mean, it's probably not a big surprise for me to be repeating myself. Limited time! Oh, dang it. Got that on my first try before. I mean, there's no proof that I did or didn't. Oh, did it? Yeah. Oh, dang, we're up to 25. Shoot, we are sitting pretty. Okay, that's more like Super Metroid. In Super Metroid, you could shoot missiles like a madman or a woman. And Metroid Fusion, not as much. So, missiles were super awesome in Super Metroid, and they seem equally super awesome in this game so far also. Just based on that little test right there. Basically, I guess in Metroid Fusion, having a ton of missiles wasn't as useful because you couldn't really burn through them that fast. In Super Metroid, if you had a ton of missiles, you were a powerhouse because you could just like shoot them as fast as you could shoot regular regular shots. So, of course, Metroid Fusion, and I imagine what's going to end up happening in this game too. Missiles kind of got weirder because you only had like in Metroid. Or Super Metroid, you could like select your weapons, like cycle through the whole bar along the top, but in Metroid Fusion you didn't have that. It was basically just press R to select not normal gun, and so then like your missiles eventually turned into only super missiles, and then eventually turned into like only ice missiles and only fusion missiles, which honestly I don't really like ice missiles because like a super missile, you could shoot something and kill it instantly in one shot. An ice missile, it will always freeze something, and then you have to shoot it more. So, it kind of feels more roundabout. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in this game? This is the save station I got to on the other episode. So, everything through this door is an enigma. An enigma. Whoa. I definitely will not be 100%ing this game, because I've never played it, so I don't know where all the secrets are, and these games always have a ton of secrets. You guys don't want to watch me running around shooting all the walls forever. Or the other thing I could do, just be like, look up a walkthrough, which I don't think anybody wants to see either. Wait, I must not be going the right way right now. I'm not. Okay, sweet. I don't think I've... No, I didn't 100% Hyperlight Drifter. So, usually first playthroughs, I'm going to try to find as much stuff as I can. Find as much stuff as I can. You gotta want it. Oh wait, that's right. Bomb jumping in this game is much easier than in other Metroid games. I said it's much easier. Oh, this whole section can be shot out? Oh, that section you can just go straight up through. Alright, nice. Well. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Gotta tap faster. Go, 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 frick. We can do this, guys. We can spend the last 2 minutes of the video doing this, guys. Frick! Alright, we're gonna do that later. Forget about it. You can go up here, but I don't know what's up here. Dropping several bombs, all we find is that there's a super missile-able spot, and then a drop-down right there, so who knows? Who knows what is up with that? And there's nothing to go over there, so thoroughly stumped. I suppose we just need to, drop in the lava and kill ourselves. Keep making our way down south. Towards Norfair? Yes. Okay, just all the way down. Can we charge shot these guys? No. We also can't missile them. See? Think. He's incredibly sturdy. And there was, like, at the very beginning of the video, like in one of the first shafts we were going up or whatever, there was a bombable place we could have hopped into to probably get some sort of power-up. But I guess we'll have to go back there later. For now, let's go over here to the actual mission. Hey. Well, shoot, here it is. And also, I guess that's all the time we got for this video, basically. Thank you guys for checking this out. I've been trying to think of different stuff I can do to, like, create a wider variety of videos. For the most part, I've only been doing Stardew Valley and Mega Man right now, and I don't know how much people enjoy those or if that's all they want to see. I would like to be able to do a variety of things. I've been trying to work on something new also with my friend Dan, but we've been having a lot of problems actually getting it to record because it's a more complicated process. But anyways, maybe be expecting some of that soon, and be looking forward to this. Obviously, I'm very excited for this series, so I'm going to keep whipping these out. But again, like always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. So have a wonderful night.